Good morning, guys. I hope everyone's having an awesome day and welcome back to the channel. If you're new around here, I talk about vintage video games, vintage toys, even some 80s stuff. We get into all that in the channel. I really like my 80s stuff. It really takes me back to being a childhood. So without further ado, we're going to get into today's video, and it is going to be the Real Ghostbusters toy line. So for me, the Real Ghostbusters was an awesome toy line. I had a few when I was a kid, but I actually really liked it. It just happened to come out in the later part of the 80s. 86 to 91 is kind of when the toy line and the cartoon was running. Everyone remembers the movie Ghostbusters. Kind of started it all. Then the cartoon and the toys came and everything. And it was just a huge commercial success. It was a really funny movie. And it's still a movie I can go back and watch today. I really find it funny. It's so kitschy and hilarious, man. If you've never seen it, I would suggest watching it. You will like it. It's funny. So today we're going to look at some of the toys for this. Some cool ones you can add to your collection, or you can buy and sell them. There's not a huge market for these particularly. I wouldn't call it a niche market either, but it's not huge like G.I. Joe and Motu and stuff like that. But it is still a sought-after collectible line, but you can get a lot of this stuff for a reasonable price. And if you want to start building a collection with 80s toys and that, this might be the one for you. Let's get into it. First, we're going to start off with a classic, and it's the Ecto one. This was an ambulance that the Ghostbusters converted to the car. Really cool piece. This is something that I want to actually add to my collection. So I think if I get the opportunity and the right price and it comes along, I'm definitely going to do that. So we'll have a look on the top here. It's complete with the box. I got $221 for it. Complete without the box, $123, and then complete in the bottom, $65. So complete is arbitrary here, obviously, because the bottom one doesn't look like it has the manual thing with it. So it doesn't really matter. Again, this is a collectible you can afford if you find it out and about. You know, $65 for complete in this. Honestly, that's a really good deal for this. It's such a cool vehicle. It's an 80s icon, and the 80s was just an awesome decade. It was so vibrant. There was so many cool vehicles in movies and TV shows. And I think that's why I look back at stuff like this so fondly. It's just a cool piece, guys. And it's something you definitely want to add to your collection. Next up, we have the Ecto Bomber. As you can see on the bottom here, $64. It looks almost complete. And then the middle, there's the $27, which is the wing guy. So he's not on the bottom one, obviously. And then the top, $115. This one says German box, 1990. So probably worth a little bit less than what it would be over here. Still, a really cool piece. I don't remember this one. It must have came out a little bit later. As you see, it says 1990. So for me, I wasn't really into toys at this point. I was really out of it. Really cool piece. One you could easily pick up and throw in your collection and not empty your wallet out too much. Next up, we have Egon Spengler. And you're going to notice with this list, I picked ones that are different variations of the same character just to show you guys some different examples in that, because this toy line was not huge, guys. It really wasn't. And it would be a super short video otherwise. It's still going to be short, but nonetheless. So on the top, $43. Now this one is the Super Fright Features Egon. This one came out after the first one from what I remember. The one is the Egon that I remember. Classic Proton pack, and they all came with a little ghost type thing with them as well. So $26 on that. And then the bottom, this is a really good deal. $34 for the two, Egon and Ray. Really cool. I did have the Ray. I know that for sure. Again, I think I still have his Proton pack. I think I lost the creature or whatever. It's tucked away in a bin somewhere. I'm going to be keeping those. Again, though, $35 for the pair, really good. And it just goes to show you, this is a toy line that you can collect very easily. It's not too expensive. They're a little rare and a little more expensive. And it is the Finger Pop Fiends. As you can see, they came in packs of threes, or people just bundled them in threes. I don't know. Super expensive for this. They're just friggin' hand puppets, guys. $173 for three of them on the bottom, and then $166 for the three on the top. And a zany, I don't know. They probably didn't sell a lot of these. I don't think they were a big hit. I have never seen them. And again, I was kind of in the toy line. I was still going through catalogs when this stuff was coming out at this point. I'm pretty sure the toy line probably petered out around 91 or 92 as well. Same with the cartoon did. Anyways, keep an eye out on these. You never know when you'd find something like this in a bin or something. And it'd be awesome to pay like a quarter and put it in your collection, man. It really would. Next up, we got the Gooper Sludge Bucket. Now, this was 1984, so this would have came out when the original toy line launched. $75, 4 bids on the top from the UK. Pretty cheap for this. It's a pretty expensive toy. $277 in the middle, looks pretty complete with the Play-Doh thing and the box and everything, and then $22 incomplete in the bottom. Really neat toy. I don't recall this one too much. I vaguely remember seeing it. Really neat toy. They probably didn't sell a ton of these around here. Maybe that's why I don't remember it, guys. Still, nice piece. Make some wacky looking stuff in the 80s. This is one of them. And just would look awesome on the shelf, especially with the box. With this toy line, had really cool graphics, guys. Next up, we got the Highway Hunter. Now, this is obviously modeled after a classic Volkswagen Beetle. On the top, brand new 194 sealed. The middle one, we've got 27. They took a bid, probably $25, and then 207 sealed on the bottom. Again, to find sealed stuff for stuff this old in this good a shape for like, you know, $200 or less is amazing. Again, it's a really collectible toy line, guys. It's not too expensive. I'm definitely going to get back into this. I don't know where I'm going to get the money for it. I'm going to have to freaking do something. Anyways, keep an eye out for the Highway Hunter. Cool looking vehicle. Next up, we have Janine with her annoying voice. Now, we got a couple different variations here. First one is from 1989. It's $30 on the top. Then 1990, $27.72. And then 1987 on the bottom. So I think they went with the pink outfit for quite a few years, and then they switched it. I think from what I remember, it was the pink outfit originally, and then they obviously switched it up in 90 because it says Power Pack Janine. So this would have been getting on the later years of the toy line. Just a neat little collectible to pick up. Not too expensive. It's just one of the main characters. That's why I put it on this. Couple of heavy hitters here. On the bottom, we have the Neutrona Blaster. This came out in 1986. Very expensive. $326, guys. New sealed toy. Really wacky looking thing. And then the Rapid Fire Ecto Blaster are the two on the top. They came out in 1986. $394 for both. Not too sure if it was the same one or the same sale. But anyways, you get an idea about how expensive this stuff is. These would have been a little bit pricier toy back in the day. I never had either of these. And I'm assuming there's a little bit of rarity with it as well. They probably didn't sell as many of these. Like the figures, you know, they obviously sell a ton of those because they're cheap and everyone can afford them. Sometimes some of this bigger stuff people just couldn't afford. And again, it was the 80s, man. People did not have a ton of money for this stuff. Next up, we have good old Peter Venkman. I definitely had this character. Probably my favorite one. I think he was most people's favorite. Just the funny, wisecracking guy, modeled after Bill Murray from the movie and stuff. On the top, you see $40. Looks pretty complete there, guys. $7 in the middle, $9.70 below. Again, they're not rare. You can get these anywhere. Awesome little collectibles to pick up and build your collection. Toy was awesome. I remember this when we were kids. It's the Proton Pack that you'd put on your back. Had the own thing for the gun and stuff. The little containment unit and that. Really neat little set here. 1986, $235 with the box. $87 in the middle. And then the bottom's just a random assortment of toys, as you can see. That little eye popper on the bottom, you see I had that too. I remember that. It was funny. You'd freaking hammer the thing and the eyeball goes out and has a string. I still have it. It's up in my toy bin. It's funny. But anyways, the Proton Pack was always cool. I never had this when I was a kid. I'm assuming it was a little pricey. Again, if you see this out, I would definitely grab it. It would look awesome on your shelf, guys. So next up, we got Ray Stantz. Now, I had Stantz. I had the top one, obviously, when it first came out in 1984. $45 on that. Looks pretty complete. $45 on that with the little ghost guy and the Proton Pack. And then here's a 1989 version, the Super Fright features. Looks like he has a little mine detector thing or something. I don't know what the heck it is. Who knows? Again, I was out of the toy line at this point. Neat looking character. Again, these are obviously cheap to get, guys. I would really advise grabbing them. They might go up in value. You never know. And then next up, we got Winston Zedmore. As you can see, a couple different figures here, guys. On the top, we have the Slimed Heroes one for $62. Seems a little pricey for that, so probably a little bit more rare. $29 for the original in the middle. And then the bottom, there's a Venkman with him, and it's $12. So awesome deal, $12 for the pair. I wonder if people are 3D printing any of this stuff for this line. I'm not too sure. I'm going to have to check that out. Again, if you needed some of the little pieces, you might be able to pick them up off a 3D printed store on eBay or something like that. Next up, we got the ultimate villain here. It's the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. As you can see in the bottom, $152 in the package, and then $30, and then $20. Not hugely expensive. These were pretty durable characters. They were pretty much just like a PVC heavy duty rubber plastic thing. Pretty much indestructible. The only thing you do is wear the paint off it. Again, cheap collectible. Honestly, I'm going to get this toy line, and when I do, I'm going to show you guys. I hope you appreciate it. And next up is Slimer. I still remember the scene from him in the movie when they first saw him at it's like a hotel ballroom type thing. It was funny as heck. And as you can see, the top, $60 still in the package. 135 in the middle here, and then 65 down below. Bottom one came out in 1984. It's the original, as you can see, for $62. The middle one came out in 89, so that was a later release. But really, awesome character. It's an iconic character. The value's not going to go down in something like this. Everybody knows Slimer. Last one on the list is one of the most coveted, in my opinion. It is the Firehouse headquarters. As you can see on top, $471 complete. 374 in the middle, near complete, and then 374 near complete on the bottom. It's a very expensive toy. I don't know how many of these they sold, but I've noticed on Marketplace or eBay or anywhere, these are always expensive. I have yet to see one that's reasonably priced, in my opinion. And if you find this and it's like under 200 bucks or something, or 100 bucks, I would grab it all day because these are awesome, and I would really like to get one for myself. It's short and yeah, it's short and sweet, guys. It was not a huge toy line. They're still making these new, as far as I know. All of these old toys are having a huge resurgence. They're really like marketing them to people my age and stuff. It's a huge business now. But to me, the original stuff is always going to be cooler, and that's the stuff I'm going for. And if you like buying the new stuff, that's cool too, man. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. If you don't want to pay exorbitant price for some of the toy lines and you want the new one that looks the same, yeah, go for it. Absolutely. To me, like the Turtles and the Ghostbusters and stuff, I can get the stuff used for the same price or less, so that's what I'm going to do. But you collect what you want to collect, guys. Again, this was an awesome show. It was the hokey Ghostbusters that got sued that ripped these guys off, and then that's why this was called the Real Ghostbusters, to differentiate from that. I don't really know what happened with all that stuff. It doesn't really matter. These were awesome toys. If you do see them out, grab them, guys. Make a collection if you do. If you have any pics of your collection, show me in the comments. I'd be happy to see them. Awesome little toy line from the 80s. Don't think it's going to go crazy in price. Keep on collecting. I hope I see you guys on the next one. I love making these toy and video game videos. Everyone have an awesome weekend. Peace.